in from the leader of the opposition.
Only President Ali, Vice President Jagdeo, Attorney General Nandalal, and Minister of Home Affairs Onej can instruct the DPP not to charge PPP Councillor Ronita Stewart for drug trafficking after she was found in possession of 2 barrels of drugs weighing 114 pounds since November 2025. The bare minimum for this amount of drugs is 3 years jail time with a hefty fine. Just yesterday, a man was charged with ganja possession of only 34 pounds and sentenced to 3+ years jail time with a $14 million fine. Ronita was found with almost 4 times this amount, yet the man is in jail while she is enjoying her freedom, continuing the works of the PPP and still serving as an NDC councillor while benefiting from multi-million-dollar contracts. The Guyanese people need to know which one of the Fantastic Four made the call to the DPP Shalimar Haque not to charge her. This is a national disgrace. Shame on the Fantastic Four. The massive amounts of drugs were found stashed under Ronita's bed, and some found downstairs in barrels in our Clonbrook East Coast Demerara home, where she lives with her husband and mother. Let the people know the facts. Our sources informed us, and it is clearly written on the advice stamped from the DPP, that the moment the police officer stepped into the house, the scent was so high. Imagine they're saying there isn't enough evidence to arrest her or to charge her. Meanwhile, persons are being jailed when found with just a few joints. Can you believe that? How can there not be enough evidence? This is the corruption in the PPP. Drug dealing Ronita is frequently wining and dining at the president's home at the State House, even after she was found with the drugs on November 30th. She was present at the State House Christmas party, celebrating with the top brass. While we are discussing drug trafficking in Guyana, and I hope the US is paying keen attention as they have a zero-tolerance policy in the war against drugs, I would like to now turn your attention to a very serious incident which occurred in August 2024 and which I have never discussed publicly. When the top brass of the PPP heard that I may be getting into politics, they became frantic. They wanted to implicate me in drugs to get me out of this country. There were 3 major incidents which occurred where they were trying to implicate me. In time, I will let you know the details of the other 2. In August 2024, a foreign government agency conducted a massive joint operation and found 4.4 tons of cocaine, valued at over Guyana $40.7 billion in Matthews Ridge Region 1. The foreign government agency investigated the massive shipment of narcotics and received a dossier from the most senior police officer as it relates to the same shipment. The PPP government instructed the senior police official to include my name on this dossier to implicate me. The special agent in charge of the foreign agency who conducted the investigation was outraged. He asked, why is this man's name on this dossier? He said, I led this entire investigation and this individual has absolutely nothing to do with this drug bust. I cannot implicate an innocent man in this. Almighty God protected me in that matter. This is the lengths to which this government will go to get rid of me. The man who conducted the investigation does not know me, and I do not know him. But he knew from his investigation that I was no part of this. Never trust the wicked and treacherous PPP government. Thank God I was once again vindicated from that matter. Only President Ali, Vice President Jagdeo, Attorney General.
Wow, I'm telling you, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment in Guyana, right? It's always something. Y'all hear what the leader of the opposition is highlighting right there. What y'all think about that then tonight, travelers? Drop it into the comment section. Call it in. Let's have some meaningful conversation about these headlines right here that the leader of the opposition is highlighting. We're trying to set you up from long. Greetings, we're on to Delta 9 Major Line.
I break my promise. Why with my promise. Because this guy got to remember, one of our black brother sergeants was investigating him concerning the killing of Paper Short. And the black boy and the plane, he involved in it. He killed the black boy. And that you them saved him. What's wrong with this guy? I do hope the Guyanese people in the diaspora, you know, they say over and over, it's a husband and wife. Married grandfather, he's the wife, Jack Joe is the man. You know, let me break it down small that you could understand.
Yeah.
When a wife and a man get divorced, husband, she'll tell him, plain, I will say, you can't live without me. I will tell people what to do to me. And that's what happened. But he know everything. But the coalition always done. I like all these things. What the government does to us when he was with them, knocking glass. He mad because they did not protect him. He know what all I'm sure because he was one of them. So not surprised me like that. He got to talk with everything with them too. How we get to know all these things of people say, oh, I can't give it to the man because that's same cash.
Hello? Flash, you there? Flash. Hello? It seems like Flash get disconnected. Give us a call back, Flash. It seems like your phone died or you move away from where you had service. Big up yourself to the elder. Oh, here you go. Greetings.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, the last thing before I want to do.
Yeah.
The same chair went by. When he announced and tell us, the government make me say, me. He tells me. Because nobody hears that. He tells us, God, he buys chair for donate. But I will not give them identity because I don't want the wicked government to victimize them. But what he did all this time and years and months, everybody he gives things to. He always take a picture. And what I said, if the police 2 Christmas ago, the same government sent them to police to collect what they're not supposed to do as a police officer. Collect Christmas gift money in white and below. He not believe that the government could have victimized them and dismissed them. Another thing, but no, them cow into only people, Eastern people, because he doesn't like me to do it. It's them Eastern people who are giving information in the police force and want to protect you. Because when it was one black man, it was a black man face. But why you don't want to show nobody face? But you see this guy, I got to wait for Donald Trump to come to him and get him out. So we will only fight that new. We cannot fight toward them and win.
Hello? Flash. I don't think it's me. It can't be me signal. It gotta be you signal, Flash. You're coming in and out, in and out. Big up yourself nonetheless. And thanks for calling in with those insights. You heard it right there from the frequent traveler.